what are we gonna do about that little doggy? What are we gonna do, little doggy? Look at that little doggy. There's a big doggy. This guy is not what you want to be messing with. Alrighty. Most everybody's left me now, as always. When it comes to doing all the hard work at 7,000 feet of elevation, it's hard to find good help. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a quick review of what's going on here at the river. We call it a river, but it's not really a river. It's just a snow melt from back there. So I'll take you over to where I just set the sluice here. And but before I do that, let me just show you what I did. Okay, I've been working that bedrock right here again. This is, you've seen my other videos, you know, we like bedrock. And I'm gonna still continue to work that. I think the bigger gold's on it. So I will try to scrape that out, keep chipping it apart here. It breaks real easy. And in between these pieces like that, if you wash it, this is usually where the bigger gold is. Believe it or not, this decomposing bedrock traps a lot of that gold over the millions of years. So I'm going to continue to work this. This is, as you guessed it, labor intensive. So I get in here with the chipper, and then I get in with the fingers, and I do a little this and that, get all that out of there. It just keeps breaking up more and more, kind of like tooth decay, which I've had plenty of that. There's a lot of rich dentists out there because of my teeth. Anyway, but just now, after the last person left, Hoagie, I went up here. This snow melted and ran all this down. So I dug right in here. You can see this channel between these bigger boulders, and it's not hard pack. Came out pretty easy with the hammer, the rock hammer. And so I just filled up 2 quick buckets with it, and lo and behold, I got about 6 really nice pieces. So probably before I get completely exhausted, at least this time I don't have a toothache, speaking of dentist. But I'm probably just gonna run maybe 4 or 6 more of these guys. It's about noon, and I got up kind of early, so I'll probably come back or leave and head back to the campsite and do some organizing there, get on the panning table and put all these little flecks in a gold vial to show you a little bit. So, before I go talk to a couple miners up there, I wanted to show you what happens with these rivers on a snow melt. So you can see the bedrock there. That's the bedrock that we're talking about. See those cracks in there? So this bears getting the waterproof metal detector out and probably going over that. Of course, the problem is with that is it's probably got a lot of nails and stuff from the old mining camp that used to be here. But right there's the bedrock where I'm digging. Comes all the way under here, goes across the street, if that's a street, and down that way. So Interesting formation. What these snowmelt rivers do is way up high, there's some hard rock mines. You can see them, those brown areas up there. Let me turn the camera. Up high, you can see the hard rock mines and those brown areas where there's no snow. Those are just tailings where people were blasting away rock out of there. So anyway, that's all melting, coming down this gulch right here, works its way down in here, and then down out to the Snake Valley out behind me there. Well, when you have a snow melt, there's a lot of variables here that cause a fluctuation in the water. Last night we had quite a few thunderstorms come through, so it rained up there. It takes a long time for that rain to come down and work its way in here. And along the way, of course, it carries more snow melt with it, and it just comes up higher. As the day goes on, it gets a little hotter. This creek has been, or river has been, I stopped jumping across it, by the way, because my shoes are soaked. But I've had to reset the sluice box 3 times. I first started out right here, right in this area, and then I set the sluice right here. You can see the rocks I used to balance it, get it to perfect flow. Now I just had to put it over here, and if you look, you can see how I've lined up some rocks here and there to redirect the flow so it comes in, and if you can see it, this is making a V shape right there. That creates a low pressure right there. Then it comes down the sluice like that, washes out the end. What's at the end is just as important as what's in the front. If there's restriction down here, it'll cause the water to back up and it won't properly wash the smaller overburden out, and it'll stick in there and the sluice won't run very good. So I just ran those 2 buckets. You can't see it because of the glare, but there's 4 or 5 pieces right in the top there. I use this just to keep it in place. But as the day goes, this thing will pulse with varying amounts of snow melt, and I'll just keep moving around chasing it. I don't know if you can see it or not real well, but there's that V shape that we were looking for in the top of the sluice. See how the water comes down right here and then right here, and it creates a low pressure here, and if you look, you'll see that's where the gold is concentrating in there. That's a perfect setup for a sluice box right there. Very happy. Coming down the line here, got it about halfway up. That's the way you run a sluice box out in water, folks. And to get it to be perfect like that, I've had to come up here and make some tweaks every so often because this river is pulsing from the snow melt up there. But here's what I got blocking it. There's the sluice. Now I've got these rocks right here. And I keep taking one in or out as needed just to get that sluice box tweaked out just perfectly. Just perfect. Get that V in there. Yeehaw! We are on the go now. Look who just dropped on the mine site. Old miner John Cross, the world's 2nd best gold miner.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing, John?
Not too bad.
You just come up for the day, I think.
Yep, just for the day. See the water running and see how much gold you're getting.
Very nice. Very nice. You gonna be able to stay for the potluck dinner tonight?
Absolutely.
Oh, cool. Good.
We'll be here.
Good, good. Well, I'll probably shut down a couple. We've seen the big sluices. We've seen medium sluices. There's a medium sluice. That's the Mining Hawaiian, Lauren Sluice. And look at this little guy. Ain't that the cutest little thing? Got a couple flecks of gold in it, too. That's a mini sluice. A medium sluice. A bigger sluice. We got another sluice. There goes John Cross. Alrighty, I got my specs on, but I have my glasses on. That means we're getting ready to look for some gold. Yeah, I know, the gold's that small. So we're getting ready to do our clean out and get back and head to the potluck. I'm holding the sluice up at one time while filming this whole thing. So there's a little line of gold. There, if we focus on it, there we go. There's some AU right in there. There's some down right to the top right of that screw. And I don't see any pickers up high like I did yesterday, so. But, you know, not bad for a couple hours. You know, when you're the camp host out here, or mining host, I guess it is. We had 6 sluices in the water today, and guess who set them all? Me. So it's a little tricky, but happy to help all the new people that came up. Had an outstanding outing, and this is just day 3, so we got more gold, but we got to run back because we got a potluck supper tonight at the campsite. If you guys want to stop by, we're having brats and all the fixings, all kinds of good food lined up. So I got to get back, put my makeup on, clean up, put some high karate on, go through this gold real quick, and get cooking. All right, we're out here again, and here he is, Hoagie, the snake whisperer, and he's got another toy today. Tell us about it, Hoagie.
It's a little backpackable fold-up chair
That
goes
is
right in the creek.
just genius.
Keeps me from having to be totally bent over.
Can you demonstrate it at
Or
all?
on my knees. Get that. Sit there like that. Get down in there.
Yeah, do that again. Let me see.
You can use it for your knees. Get down in this crevice. Or you can sit on it and not be totally bent over. Doesn't hurt anything. It's made out of this wonderful canvas cloth and metal. It's very light, folds up flat.
All right, we went full animal mode here. Lauren's still working at Bedrock up there, but I'm coming down this trend line where the water's eroded to top overburden away. And I just get some gold back there in this crevice here. We cleaned it out real good, and there's a pocket right there. This pocket, I brought everything down. I don't have my little tiny scoop, or a kitchen spoon would be nice in there, but I got a few really nice sized flakes. So I thought about running this one. It kind of trends up there, but I want something that goes sideways across the creek here. So I'm gonna work this spot right here, and if you look, you'll see these pieces are kind of contorted and they go sideways. So hopefully gold came down the creek, dropped in these cracks. I'll scoop some of this overburden out. I'm gonna work this whole circle right here, and we'll see what we can get. There's Jake and Joni. They're half and half. They're half from Utah and half from Nevada. Just depends how the weather's doing. They dug that big hole in the back and they're running their concentrates now. They've done some pretty good panning so far. Alrighty, we'll come up to the other site. There's Joni and Jake. She's just washing rocks.
Yeah.
She's got a pump in the... Yeah, it's got some batteries in there, got the pump in the water, and she's just washing rocks, just like doing the laundry. What a beautiful place. And then the material that they're getting from back in this hole. What a huge dig site. And we have the world famous boy from Utah, Neil. Thanks. Wow, that's a beautiful hole right down to bedrock. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
and it's a real soft piece of quartz.
Is it really?
Oh, and it's fractured so much. It's just unbelievable. Look.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, very nice.
So it's been good.
Yeah, you're right down right where you need to be. Unless there's a cave in, of course. Yeah. That's a beautiful.
That's about 6 buckets.
That's good.
There's some there.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Nice size.
I like those. Pretty good pan today. It's out for about 3 hours with about 8 of those little buckets in my super secret spot. And I'm sure we got a gram or so. I'll weigh it out a little later. Let's take a look and see if we can pan and film at the same time. Nice chunky pieces in there. There we go. Walk it down a little bit. And that's from a couple hours today back on the bedrock in a secret spot. And yes, they are some pickers. We'll grab 1 or 2. That's gold. Can we get everybody to say hey?
Flame jumper. Oh.
Pick Steelers. Electrifying personality.